Here we are talking about metacognition, which is monitoring how well one is performing on task. Two ways that come to mind would be Bloom's taxonomy and the six facets of understanding. We're going to focus on the six facets of understanding because this is the modern version of Bloom's taxonomy. It has six levels. The first one is explanation, where the student is going to have to put information in his own words. Interpretation, where the student has to provide meaning. Application, which is also shared by Bloom's taxonomy, which is take the learned knowledge and apply it. Empathy, which would be able to feel for somebody. Perspective, which would be able to see something from another point of view, tolerate them. And self-knowledge. By using the six facets, the teacher could design the lesson plan where the students gain a true understanding, and they could use this as a template and follow along and see if they actually have a true understanding of the subject. Other things the teacher can do is different questioning techniques, overarching and topical specific. Each one has two subcategories, open and guiding. So an example of overarching open would be how have electronic devices evolved over time, which has many answers. An overarching guiding question would be how are resistors related to electronics? This has a few answers. Topical specific questions would be the open version would be in what way can electronic devices defend democracy? Also has many answers. And a topical guiding question is how do resistors affect an electrical circuit, which this one has one answer. This is good for teacher assessment because the student is going to have to show a true understanding and relate back to prior knowledge to give the answer that the teacher is looking for. Another common mistake is asking too many yes and no questions. You got to ask the higher order thinking where interpretation, perspective come into play. This is where the student's going to really show what he knows about the subject. Also, by asking these type of questions, the student's going to stay more attentive to what the teacher's saying because he knows he's going to get asked a question where he's going to have to give the information back in another way instead of just saying yes or no. Different types of assessments the teacher could use. Tests and quizzes are the obvious, most common. Multiple choice ones are really easy. The student just has to pick a couple. An essay would make the student show a true understanding where he has to put a thought into his own words and put it on paper. Classroom discussions. Some kids might not do good on the tests and quizzes, but he could explain it to the teacher. That could be a good form of assessment. And hand each student a rubric. This will keep them on. This will show them what's expected of them, what's required for the class, what each grade requires a student to do, and it'll keep them on track. So that's it.